Hello everyone! So far, in this series, we've been running MCP Series locally using stdio transport. The clients sponsor the server. They talk through standard input and output, and then you are done. The server process exits. That works great for personal tools running on your own machine. But what if you want to share your server? Put it on a network where multiple clients can connect to it. That's where streamable HTTP comes in. And today I will show you how to build one. Before we dive in, let me quickly explain what streamable HTTP actually means, because the name can be a bit confusing. HTTP simply means your server becomes a web service. It has a URL that clients connect to, like any website. Streamable refers to the protocol capabilities. It supports real-time updates. The server can push data to clients and connection can resume if they drop. But here's the key thing. Don't overthink the name. The important part is that your server runs continuously and multiple clients can connect to it at the same time. That's a big difference from stdio, where each client spawns its own separate server process. Let me show you how simple this is. Here's our memory server from the last episode. The naive version with an in-memory dictionary. We have our fast MCP server, our memories dictionaries, the remember tool, what stores values, and the recall tool, what retrieves them. And here at the bottom we call mcp.run, which by default uses stdio transport. Now watch this. We just change one parameter, we keep the same server code, but now we have completely different behavior. Now let's run it. Now look, we have our UVcorn running on localhost port 8000. Notice something different? The server didn't exit. It's sitting here waiting for connections. With stdio, the server would start, do its thing and then exit. But now it's a web service running on localhost port 8000. This process stays alive until we stop it. Now let's use cursor to connect to our server. And look at this, now it's just one parameter called URL with URL to our server. Looks much simpler. If we look at the settings, we can see all our tools available. Now let's give it a try. Done. Now let's try to recall it. Perfect, it works. Now here is where it gets interesting. I'm going to run a new chat. It's the same project, same config. Now this should be a new session, but watch. Look, they both see the same data. This is the key difference from stdio. Remember in the last episode when we opened two cursor chat windows, each one had its own server process with its own empty dictionary. With streamable HTTP there is one process running. Both cursor chats connect to the same process, the same dictionary state is shared. In this case there is no need for Redis, no external database, just a shared memory because it's the same process. There is one important caveat though. When we restart the server, the dictionary would be empty again. So if you need data to survive server restarts, you still need a database or Redis, like we did in the last episode. But for sharing state between clients while the server is running, streamable HTTP is just works. So when do you use one over another? stdio for personal tools, file system access, local scripts, things only you need. Each session is isolated, which is actually a security benefit. Streamable HTTP for shared tools, team databases, company APIs, everything where multiple people or clients need to connect to the same server. For your personal note-taking tool, probably stdio. A team knowledge base, it's streamable-http. And that's it. From local version to remote, with just one line of code. Now, there is one thing we haven't addressed. If your server is on a URL, anyone could potentially connect to it. Next time, we will add authentication to secure our remote server. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.